Hi, I'm the meat cook, and my name is Kevin, by the way. Today we're gonna make the Italian dessert, okay? Every restaurant in Italy has this on their menu. Every single one. You haven't visited Italy if you haven't tried it, okay? I am, of course, talking about the amazing, the fantastic, the wonderful tiramisu, or in Italian, tiramisu. Now, tiramisu actually means bring me up, drag me up, pull me up, which is basically in reference to the fact that it has coffee in it, which brings you up, you know, as in wakes you up. But before we begin, I'm not a professional chef, I'm not a professional cook. I have never, ever worked in a professional kitchen. I have no qualifications whatsoever to teach you anything about cooking. The only purpose of this video is entertaining. So please be entertained as I make the most iconic Italian dessert that there is. Let's make it. And there we are. So, to make tiramisu, you need this. Okay, this is powdered sugar. This is pasteurized egg yolk. This is a specific type of cheese called mascarpone, whatever. We're gonna combine these three together to make, you know, the cream, which is gonna be, oh my God, this is the most amazing cream ever. Mascarpone cream with egg yolk. It's amazing. By the way, I'm using pasteurized egg yolk because there is no cooking process, okay? So if you wanna eat raw egg yolk or raw egg in general, you have to eat it pasteurized, okay? It's a little bit more expensive, but be safe. Then we're gonna need coffee and ground cocoa powder. And the coffee, we're gonna dip our ladyfingers in it, okay? Ladyfingers dipped in coffee, covered in cream. This is gonna be like the most amazing thing ever. Come on, let's go. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is grab our powdered sugar and add some egg yolk in it, okay? Wait a second. We do need to wait it out because I need exactly 100 grams of it. So, you see thick, oh yeah. Thick egg yolk is one of the most amazing things on this planet. Almost there, oh yes, there we go, there we go, there we go, go. Now, we're gonna put this back in the fridge because this is pricey and it's almost over actually. I'm sad. Now, let's turn this off and set it aside. We don't need it. I am gonna add to this 2 grams of vanillin. Now, this is the infamous vanillin. This is the molecule naturally present in vanilla, which is extracted and then put in these little bags. Now, of course, if you have vanilla, that's much better. But if you are poor and you can't afford to spend a fortune, actually not a fortune, but you know, this is the cheapest way to add vanilla flavor to your sweet stuff, okay? Now, we're gonna give it a quick mix. Now, you may, oh no, come on, I just started, come on, I just started, okay? I just started. Now, you may be asking why I'm using powdered sugar. Well, powdered sugar melts really quickly inside stuff, okay? See, this is already melted. If I were to be using granulated normal sugar, this would take, oh my God, I don't know, like 8 hours. You have to eat it up, you know, it's just fuck off, okay? I'm doing this, you see? Now it's done, I'm already done, like you see, I'm already done, like this is it, okay? See? Fantastic, amazing, wonderful. Oh, yeah, look at that. Now, already making a goddamn mess. To this, we're gonna add 250 grams of mascarpone cheese. Mascarpone cheese is super high in calories, super high in fats. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, okay, whatever. Super high in everything that it's very, very bad for the human body, but also very good for the human brain. Which is, you know, kind of strange, you know, because how can something be so good, but at the same time so detrimental to someone's health? But this is pure fat, actually. I don't know the nutritional values. I'm not gonna bother reading them, but this is, oh, yes, amazing. Plop that right out. And yeah, so this is the most caloric dense thing that you will ever put inside your body, okay? I'm gonna clean this mess before I make it worse. Since I'm using pasteurized eggs and powdered sugar, I'm basically already done with the cream. I just have to incorporate the mascarpone into the cream and probably use a stronger whisk because this whisk is kind of, you know, oh my God, look at it. Oh my God. Yes. Silky smooth mascarpone cream. Take your time incorporating everything. Ah, thick. You see? Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe hold the goddamn bowl. So yeah, basically you want to have the same quantity of egg yolks and sugar, so the consistency is just right. Now, if you have one of those robots, you can just put everything in, especially right now that everything is pasteurized and, you know, much easier to mix, and you know, you don't have to go through any cooking process. You could totally put that into a machine and let it do it. But as you can see, I've achieved a pretty good result. Let me just, I have to do it, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, I promise. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, okay? So, there we are. These are the 2 boxes that I'm gonna fill up. And I'm actually gonna make 2 portion sizes for this. Now, there is a specific way of dipping the ladyfingers in the coffee. Just please, don't you do it, okay? Okay. We're gonna grab a spoon and we're gonna grab some cream and put it at the bottom, which is gonna act as a glue. And we're gonna make the portions, you know, together so we can be careful on how much we put on each portion, okay? You are gonna do this. Now, probably gonna fit 4 and then 4 and that's it. So you do this, you grab one and you do, woo, that's it. And you put it in. That's it, just this, okay? That's it. Ooh. 2, 3, and then 4. I am not dipping the ladyfinger too much into the coffee, otherwise it's gonna get soggy, okay? Switch it up so I don't make a mess, which I'm already making, of course. And then I will show you again, pay attention. Swoop, that's it. Swoop, that's it. Swoop, that's it. And then, last one for now, swoop, and that's it. Now, those ladyfingers, they have one side with the sugar and the other without the sugar. You can choose whether to put the side with the sugar up or down. I haven't really paid attention, and if I actually see, every single one of the ladyfingers have the sugar side up, except for this one. Okay. Since I made a mess, I have to dry my hands. And now I grab my trusty spoon and I put the cream. See? Oh. Oh yeah. We're gonna have some fun, haven't we? Cover the whole thing. And the cream is thick enough to have its structure, but not thick enough so that it doesn't cover every crevice, okay? Just cover the ladyfingers so we have enough to make a second layer. No tiramisu is a valid tiramisu without 2 layers, at least, the ladyfingers. 3, it's going a little bit too much, okay? But 2 is perfect. And we actually have to open the second package. Of course, you could go as far as making the ladyfingers yourself. I haven't, you know, this is not 99.9% of the time you eat tiramisu. Ladyfingers are store-bought, okay? So you just buy them good, okay? Buy good ladyfingers, maybe artisan, you know, someone who makes them, you know, to a bakery. Hey, can you give me ladyfingers? And then you make tiramisu with it. This is store-bought level, okay? Just don't bother me. Okay, so now I put them there like this way, and I'm gonna rotate and you know, make a cross. I am not gonna put the ladyfingers in the same way. I'm gonna, how do you say, I don't know, whatever, you got what I wanna say. And 4. Oh yeah, look at that. I can already taste this. Oh. Just a tiny splash of coffee. Ooh. Now, if you let them soak too much, to the point where there's no more bubbles coming out of them, you soak them too much and they become soggy, okay? Nothing worse than a soggy ladyfinger when you're eating tiramisu. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What am I gonna do with 8? God knows what. Okay, Give them a clean, which is pretty useless because I will put more cream and I will make more mess. But, you know. And now we fill them up with the remaining cream. This is a combination of flavors that I grew up with, okay? Every time I eat tiramisu, I become a kid again. I can't help it. But again, as I said before, this is like one of the most Italian breakfasts ever. Every restaurant has tiramisu in their menu or has had in the past some tiramisu in the menu, because this is like common throughout Italy, okay? There's no like, this is not like region specific or anything. No. Everyone has it. And I do actually have a spatula to do a cleaner job. And see what's happening? This happens because there's air inside the ladyfingers, but you just push them back because they want to escape, these motherfuckers. They're not gonna escape my wrath. Let me grab my spatula back. I'm sorry I threw you away. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm actually gonna throw these away because I don't need them anymore. And since this is very expensive, I'm gonna clean the bowl and I'm gonna put all the cream in it evenly, and that is it. Now, you do this by tapping it, you remove all the air that's underneath it. You clean the mess that you have just done to make this amazing, fantastic, and wonderful tiramisu. And then we move on to the next step, which is you grab some cocoa, and I should probably do this over the sink, but whatever, you only live once. And then you spread the cocoa on top of it. Okay, and then it's complete, guys. It's already complete. This video is gonna be very short. Amazing, fantastic, wonderful. Now, if you are an autistic person like myself, you wanna clean the edges. Okay. And that is it. You put a cover on it. And you don't tilt it too much, you don't move it too much, you just let it, you see, okay, on a level, okay? Same thing with this one. Ooh, okay, clean the edges. Also makes it more presentable, okay? Maybe you're inviting someone over and you're giving the tiramisu to them, okay? Now, these are stackable. I am going to put it in the fridge, close to the egg yolk. Yes, exactly, stay there. Now the tiramisu has to stay in the fridge for at least 3 hours, otherwise the ladyfingers are not gonna, soften and they're gonna be too like crunchy. But in the meantime, you can munch on the remaining ladyfingers that you have. And dip them in the coffee that you have made. Now, why was it so quick to make? Well, I have used pasteurized egg yolks, which are great to consume raw. Actually, they're the only type of egg you should consume raw, pasteurized. Don't consume raw eggs, unpasteurized. Same thing goes for milk. Same thing goes for raw meat, raw chicken, raw beef, raw minced meat, even worse. Please don't do that, okay? Very bad for your health. Very, very bad. And also because they've used powdered sugar. Now, powdered sugar is more ground than normal granulated sugar, so it melts quicker, okay? Being more ground up means it can emulsify and melt actually much quicker than normal granulated sugar because the surface which is in contact with the wet stuff is greater, so it melts faster. So as you saw, it only took me we are 22 minutes in right now and I've already made everything and I'm just losing time talking to you. Probably takes longer to clean the mess that you make in the kitchen than to actually make tiramisu. Oh well. Ladyfingers are very good, by the way, especially dipped in coffee. Now we're gonna wait 3 hours approximately, or until I'm hungry. And then I'm gonna take out one of the portions and then I'm gonna eat it. And you're gonna envy me. I do admit, I should have waited longer. I do admit I should have waited longer, but I just can't. I just can't, okay? Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. Now you can see it's amazing, but the ladyfingers got, kind of sunk a little. That's not because they sunk, but because the cream was very liquid, and so it got sucked inside the ladyfingers, which is not necessarily, you know, something bad, but if you want a more pleasing aesthetic look, you can just whip the cream more, or you can soak the ladyfingers in more coffee so they don't suck in so much cream. Do I have to speak? Do I have to speak? Look. The cream is yellow. Very, very yellow. And a yellow cream indicates a strong presence of eggs. And that's how it should be, okay? I can't stand mascarpone creams that are white. You have to put eggs. Eggs, okay? Put eggs. If you put eggs, cream is gonna get more orange and more rich, and it's gonna taste something. Oh, I can't stop eating it. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments how it turned out. Oh my God, I can't stop. Bye-bye.